Hello, this is Sharonda, and this is my YouTube channel, Spiritual Sense. Today is Friday, April the 15th. And so I like to start off by saying that this YouTube channel is for entertainment purposes. If it just so happens to coincide with your life, that may be by chance or even by happenstance. In this YouTube channel, Spiritual Sense, I go over topics in regards to the paranormal, occult, supernatural. I speak on things such as hauntings, curses, out of body experiences, soul travel, astral projection, to name a few. I also go over pagan belief systems and practice in regards to atheism, agnosticism, Hinduism, Buddhism, to name a few. And I also incorporate a daily tarot card reading into this podcast as well. Okay. So I am going to proceed. I want to make sure that I'm recording because I sometimes it will glitch off. Today I am working with my angels and ancestor oracle cards. Now, for those who may not be, too familiar with my YouTube channel, I do several spreads, but the spread that I typically use is the 10 card Celtic Cross. So I've already smudged. I'm going to say my prayer. I want to pay homage to the wishes that I favor, Bashet, Yemaya, Shango, and Osiris. Also, I would like to say that Father Supreme Being of all being, I don't know what this reading is on, but I do feel like it's a relevant, urgent reading. And so before I proceed, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so I just in my me trying to get my podcast as well as my YouTube channel back into order. I'm going to do a update on my video presentation. I don't think it was a video presentation. I believe it to be a YouTube audio presentation, which I will begin to do that now. So I don't think I'm going to do a video. I think I'm going to do an audio presentation, but you still can listen in to the audio presentation with my YouTube because I have it integrated on Psychic Attack. I did a podcast on Psychic Attack and what Psychic Attack was, because oftentimes, when you begin to incorporate spirituality and spirit and as such into your life, you will see how those forces will come against you, and oftentimes they will visit you in dreams, in the late night as such. So I'm going to give an account on what Psychic Attack is, okay? So I'm going to do that after I do this presentation. So we're going to proceed with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is card 1. This is what I'm doing the reading on. It says Protection Guardian. Drop your shields. I have as the hindrance or the barrier or obstacle, I have She-Wolf, Unleash the Wall Within. Card 3, I have Mother Earth. This is what we're trying to get at. This is what's above this situation. Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. Root of the issue. This is what I have as the root of the issue here. It says, Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. What it says. To my left, I have Star Ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul. To my right, I have Stargazer. Set your sights higher. So right now, I feel as though this message is in regards to an attack. I feel as though someone is under a psychic attack, is what I feel. And the reason why I say this because, you know, as I mentioned, in my third eye or in my, you know, state of consciousness before wakefulness, but not quite sleep, he would present things and then I would see it, present in the universe by way of the cards as well. I feel like this reading is applicable to someone who is under a psychic attack. Psychic attack. What exactly is a psychic attack? Well, if you listen in to my podcast, I'll go a little further as to what psychic attack is. But basically, when you are someone who is have tapped into that RAM or has tapped into the third eye awakening or wakefulness, as they mentioned, a sense of knowing. Oftentimes, those spirits will present to you. You will see them, and God will show you how certain individuals are merely um carrying out the acts based on spirits. And a lot of times when you are able to capture and understand that, a lot of those forces and that information just clogs into your brain and it's like it's trying to infiltrate in. So say for instance, um most people I know in life have experienced some sense of anxiety or nervousness, whether you have to do some type of public speaking event or, if you are a performer in some sense of it all, where you feel as though all of that energy coming against you and people are judging you. Is in a sense the same way when you are someone who is under a psychic attack, where you feel like all of the forces coming against you, all of these different thoughts, and are coming against you. Is what that is. And so, um, the root of the issue is this. I have medicine mother. It says honor your inner knowing. Basically, what this is when you are someone who know, like when God has put something in you. Typically, you would get attacked when you're right. Like when you do things that are when you are right. Now, trust and believe, playing devil's advocate, I'm one to tell you, pick your battles. You know, sometimes it may not be best to be right all the time. Some things you want to keep on the inside. And when Satan is always wondering and always curious and always want to know, they will come against you. Those spirits will come against you because those spirits are superficial. Because they are lost. God will have them sealed off to where they won't even see it. And so oftentimes you will become receptive to their energy. That's basically what psychic attack is. But I feel as though this message is applicable to um certain individuals who are under psychic attack. I honestly do. Because I called it something else, but when I began to do my research, that's when I seen where they refer to that as psychic attack. I was calling it something else. Some people may call it mental illness, or whatever the case may be. I feel as though it would be considered quote unquote mental illness if you have caused harm or injury to another person. But that's essentially what that is. So that lets me know when someone who has been deemed mentally ill is dealing with. It's those forces coming against you, is what that is. Part 7, this is the attitude. This is what I have for the attitude. Lady, it said enjoy growth and reap rewards. So this message is to women. I feel as though this is a message to women, how God will use certain individuals to perpetuate that energy to make you aware of how spirit and spirituality work. Okay, so I do feel as though this message is to women because I have the lady card here. So card 8, what is physically surrounding? What do you sense? What is physically surrounding? So it shows me water guardian. That's what it shows me. If you are able to see that, it says connect with your emotions. So this here is humbleness in a sense. It's humbleness, meaning connect with who you are. So you would know what that is. What am I picking up on the sensibility of someone else versus myself? So in other words, knowing truly who you are, despite whatever exterior that presents to you or what you may physically look like, be true to who you are. Because oftentimes the enemy comes to what? Steal, kill, and destroy. Card 9, hopes, fears, and dreams card. This is what I have for card 9. It says, Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. I just said this. Now, I laid these cards down, but I wasn't paying these cards too much attention because I don't want to spoil the fun when I do my podcasting or on my web presentation. So again, when you're under attack and when the enemy presents itself before you, of course you don't want to just lay down, as they say, turn the other cheek, meaning just, allow somebody to do whatever they choose to do and then move forward. No. But you want to pick your battle. So if you can alleviate or even deviate from certain locations, areas, personalities, or what have you, pray to God for clarity and understanding and to shield you from any injury, harm, or danger. And no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Pray for that and ask God to, monitor your footsteps. I mean, because I give you an example, like just yesterday, I wear, flip flops or what have you. And, of course, of all the parking lots to park in the parking lot, somehow I park right next to two busted glass bottles. Of all the parking lots to park at, I go to the parking spot, and I did not realize it until I had already got out the car. But because I'm conscientious and aware, and know how to keep peace and serenity about myself, I could have easily, mistakenly and didn't see it, and could have cut my foot. But of course, I'm not going to cut my foot because I'm conscientious of it, and I ask God to shield me, protect me from any injury, harm, or danger, because the enemy is out here, and oftentimes it's being done under a spirit, but God had to show me that it's being done under the influence of a spirit that it's being done without thought. It's being done without effort. It's just words cannot explain it. It's spiritual. That's not to say people don't have free will. It's not to say that people don't have control over their actions, but I do feel like, there are times when they don't. I honestly do. Okay, so what is the outcome? So the outcome to this situation, this says direction guardian. Choose your path. I just mentioned this. So ask, to those who are out there, ask God to direct your path, to direct you from danger, direct you from harm, injury. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. And oftentimes he will put you in situations to show you, okay, this could have happened, but it did not. To gain faith in him. In other words, when you don't trust him, he would test you and show you what could happen. I prevented you from this. It's so many countless amount of things that he could have prevented you from. And this is on an every day-to-day basis. So you always want to pay homage to God, the supreme being of all being. You always want to pay homage to your ancestors. This is something that I had to learn over time. Because when we get in our own self and we get busy and bombarded, but it's very pertinent that you are aware of not only family history but the history of a people. It's very prevalent to that. It's very it goes without saying effortlessly because these are still around. Like I said, energy never dies. It may change form, but ultimately it still exists, and those spirits are still around. So this message is to someone and some persons who are under some type of psychic attack. Psychic attack. That's what I feel. You may refer to it as spiritual attack. I feel as though the psychic attack is not a spiritual attack. Is when I feel as though is in essence the whole genre of your life is falling apart. Versus a psychic attack, everything could be going fine, but there's an attack on the intellect and the mindset is what I'm getting at in terms of a psychic attack versus a spiritual battle or warfare or battle for the soul. So in a psychic attack, it's actually a battle for the mind. And you have to ask God to give you clarity and understanding to be able to see through it all, is what that is. Okay? So I will proceed with my Spreaker Studio, by way of my YouTube channel in regards to psychic attack. So stay tuned for that. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you're more than welcome to comment below. Until then, you have a safe and wonderful day. Good day.